So in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 hot print-on-demand niches for 2022. These are all great niches to get into right now and will continue to be profitable for years to come. So whether you're just starting out or looking for some new ideas, make sure you watch this video to the very end. All right, so the first niche is gonna be the mathematical niche, okay? So funny sayings in this niche do really, really well. So for example, check this shirt out right here. Dear Math, grow up and solve your own problems, okay? As you can see, this is like a piece of paper on a shirt with writing on it, right? So funny sayings like that, anything to do with any type of equations do well on t-shirts. There's a few different designs in this niche that have funny sayings with equations, and just think about nerdy, funny, awesome type of designs for math lovers. I enjoy math. Math is one of my favorite things to do when I went to school, so I can kind of relate to this niche and I know exactly what people want in this niche. And think of teachers in math, okay, mixing that right there. Teachers in this niche or that actually teach math, or it's a very, very passionate niche for them. Obviously they're teaching and they enjoy math, okay? So think about niches directed towards them. So if they're gonna buy this shirt or buy this product, buy this design, think about how you can direct it towards them and it can relate to them to make them wanna make a purchase. And then motivational quotes for this niche, for solving problems and stuff like that, would do really, really well. All right, the next niche is going to be funny mom sayings, okay? Having a weird mom builds character, okay? So think of funny sayings related to your mom, stuff like that. Think about funny sayings that your mom would wear, okay? Even for girlfriends, I can see girlfriends doing well, dads doing well, just even women, sister, okay? Anything related to funny sayings towards the women, okay? And then you can maybe mix it up for like a dad or a brother, stuff like that too, because it's very simple just to switch out the keyword. But funny sayings towards them, it can do really well because it's funny, it's hilarious, right? To see this type of stuff. Here's one idea too as well. I won't be remembered as a woman that kept her mouth shut. Okay, so like stuff like that, right? It's directed towards like what a woman would say and just being sarcastic and funny. So think of ideas that you can see a woman wearing and direct it towards like a family member or something like that, because that right there is hilarious and people would buy this type of shirt. And then not only that, if there's multiple women inside of a family, they'll be buying multiple shirts. So simple sayings, text-based sayings do really well in here too. So just think of different ways that you can be sarcastic in this niche and be funny. And then with that being said too, think of birthday for mom, you know what I mean? Mother's Day, stuff like this for Mother's Day will just go crazy next year. Okay, so even just for Q4 too as well, stuff like this will sell consistently every single year, every single month, probably every single day. Okay, so you can definitely find a bestseller in this niche and it will help you make consistent sales. All right, so the next niche is going to be book lover. Okay, so F off, I'm reading. Okay, now you wanna be careful, make sure that you do not put this on the U size if you're uploading this design to Merch by Amazon. They're very strict on certain things like that and you can get a rejection, so be careful with that. But think of funny sayings for book lovers, right? This is a very, very passionate niche. I make sales personally myself in this niche, and just people enjoy reading books. So it's like to that level where you'll be surprised like what people buy in certain niches, because something like this is just very, very passionate. People will not do nothing all day and read a book. Okay, and those people will love to wear a shirt that you purchase or someone else purchases for them or they purchase for themselves, and they'll wear it around in public. Okay, so this niche right here is very passionate, so you can literally make tons and tons of sales in this niche if you just focus on this one niche. So think of bookkeepers, librarians, okay, and then mixing like animals and books, okay, like kind of doing like a little cross niche right there. That would be ideal for this niche too as well. Think about this different types of ways that you can create less competition by mixing certain niches together for this niche, because that can be very, very powerful, okay? And that's how you create less competition for yourself on this platform with all these people, okay, on this platform. So you're figuring out what you can do to be different from everyone else. Next niche is going to be school teacher niche. Okay, this niche for every single trend, okay, as far as St. Patrick's Day, Thanksgiving, Easter, Christmas, and Pi Day, there's so many different, holidays for this niche that do really, really well. Okay, it crushes it every last day of school, first day of school. Okay, their list goes on and on. This niche can make you a ton of money. I know a few personal friends of mine that just crush it in this niche. I'm sorry if I, I said that, but there's a few people that I know personally that just crush it. I do have a top selling design in this niche that does really, really well. Okay, so think about what you can mix. Okay, what can you cross niche? What can you do for this niche to, make a top seller? Because pretty much anything in this niche does really well. Funny sayings, animals and teachers, books and teachers, math and teachers, English and teachers, like history and teachers. You get where I'm going with this, all that right there. Mixing these niches with certain history teacher, math teacher, PE teacher. It goes on, the list goes on and on and on. You can just go all day. So this niche is huge and you can make a ton of money in this niche if it's done correctly. Okay. One cool design that I found in this niche was this one. Try your hardest, do your best, but always remember you are more than a test. Okay, so think of like funny teacher sayings that when they say when you're taking a test, this can be one right here as far as, when you're taking a test, it's very serious, but also too, I remember in school, when I went to school, teachers would be trying not to get you over nervous in general about taking a test. They want you to relax and kind of gather your thoughts and do your best at the test, right? So think of stuff like that can do really well. Funny sayings related to teacher and tests, taking tests, stuff like that can do real good in this niche. All right, so the next niche is going to be like military and American flag. This can be doing really well for 4th of July that's coming up, but you want to be very careful, okay? If you do not have the rights to use Army, Navy, Marines, you're seeing a lot of this, okay? And the U.S. is our U.S. forces. You want to be very careful with creating types of designs and not making sure that you're not putting them in the design or in the keywords in your listing for merch by Amazon or Redbubble or any of these other places. Because if you do not have the rights, you can get in trouble. So make that very, very clear. But other ways of thinking of designs for this niche, okay, can be like American flags, okay, or even a flag for your country, okay, using stuff like that, or funny sayings, or anything that's, a little bit more on the serious side of, funny sayings do really well in every single niche, but think about more on the serious side when it comes to this. People are very proud of their country, patriotic stuff like that, mixing animals like American bald eagle, stuff like that for the US. Think of things like that people are proud of in the country. And when they're excited and proud of who, what their country is, stuff like that, designs like that, and what they stand for is very, very popular in this niche. And then think of like firefighter, okay? Think of police officers, detectives, things like that, captains. There's a list of different types of occupational inside of a police, like a police force. Okay, think of ideas that you can create, and just dive into sub-niching down into these different like forces for as far as like police and people that serve the communities and stuff like that. So think of stuff like that because it's very, very powerful. And if you want to learn how I made over $200,000 in royalties all time with my Merch by Amazon account, check this video out right here. Peace out. Thank you. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up too. Thank you.